Major Ford, this is the county press, and we'd like you to tell us about the forthcoming cutbacks at the jail. Reference the cutbacks in your monies from the commission.
Yes, sir. As you're aware, the final budget for the next year has been approved, requiring us to cut $759,000 from our budget, and that's after several successive years of cuts. So those cuts compound on one another and have required us to rethink the way that we do certain things in order to maintain both our responsibility to responding to crimes as well as to maintain the security of the jail. Those are our two big priorities, but it is going to cause an effect in some of the services that we currently provide. In addition to that, we have about a $400,000 health insurance increase that will compound the effects of the cuts. We currently plan to weather those cuts by eliminating 31 positions. We hope that by the time we have to cut those, that the vast majority of those will be vacated through either attrition and retirements and things like that, as opposed to having to lay anybody off. As you know, the sheriff has prioritized our people here as our most important asset, and that means that things like cars and equipment or being able to hire the number of people we need may suffer, because it's hard to replace the training and experience that a deputy has, as well as some of our other support staff. So that has been our priority, is to maintain those positions. These are not unneeded vacant positions that we are cutting. They're very needed for the mission that we have to provide for the public safety of Bay County, but they are just a reality of our times right now. We don't necessarily agree with the nature of the cuts, but we're going to do our best to fulfill those. Now, at the jail, what that is going to mean is a change in our visitation hours, and that's due to having to pull some of the personnel that were taking care of visitation back into the jail to security functions to make sure we have a secure environment at the jail. Currently, we're doing about 7 days a week, 12 hours a day on visitation. That's going to be scaled back to about 40 hours a week, and we'll have one person that is going to be staffing thus the 40 hours. So we have not fully decided on what the hours are going to be. In other words, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or some weekend or evenings. We'll be working on a schedule for that we'll certainly publish and get out to everybody. The other noticeable change at the jail is our weekend and our daytime work squads that go out to into the community and provide quite a bit of service to the county and municipalities in the form of doing landscaping, cleaning cemeteries, boat ramps, parks, things of that nature. We're going to have to scale way back on those, and again, that is bringing back those detention officers that are taking these inmates into the field to do this work and bringing them back in to perform this core security function at the jail. So there'll be a noticeable effect with that. With the on the law enforcement sheriff's office side, we'll also be eliminating about 16 positions there. Some of the noticeable changes are going to be the consolidation of some of the crime prevention offices or the substations in the field. We're having to bring the administrative support staff in from Southport and Fountain to the main sheriff's office to cover some of the essential functions. Here, the crime prevention deputies will still be in the field, and they will also be still based out of those offices, but they just, they may be out on a call or performing another law enforcement function, so that the doors to those offices will not necessarily be open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday as they normally would be. The sheriff likes to use the term that we are suspending these activities due to the budget, and not that we're totally eliminating any of this stuff. We are just simply making these changes to survive this budget year, as hopefully at some point in time, who knows when, we'll be able to restore some of these. So we appreciate the public bearing with us on this, and just know that the sheriff has their as his primary focus, their public safety.
Thank you, Major.